Christ my Lord. Hey, hey. Oh, our Father, who art in heaven. Say, our Father, come fill our hearts with love for others. Be glorified, be magnified in all we do, Lord. Our Father, come heal our land, restore your glory, Lord. Prayer is mine, weapon of victory, weapon of victory. Oh, praise is my weapon of victory and glory. Weapon of victory, Lord. Weapon of
Welcome back, and thank you so much for still being there. It's Sunday Watch, and we're here reaching you live from our studio in Ikeja, Lagos, wherever you are connecting us from. If you have your phone, all you need to do is to download the Lagos Television app on your Android phones, and anywhere in the world you get to watch us and reach us from. I have the honor of welcoming a gospel artist. I did say earlier that yes, we will have the talking parts, and the latter part, I tell you, is going to be entertainment and fun, because we're celebrating a Christ that resurrected. I have, okay, let me say, a young man, an economist.
A freshman.
He is an economist, I tell you. You know, when my producer, let me be straight, when she said, do you know that he is a lecturer? But I didn't know until I heard from one of his students that I said, but I knew him to be a singer. Well, that's a combined honor, if you ask me. Welcome to the show, Mr. Austin Adigwe.
Thank you.
Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, happy Easter. So let's hear you.
Let's hear you.
Get a wonderful voice.
For God so loved the world, he gave up his only begotten Son to die. Oh Lord, there is no greater love a man can have than that he died, that he may save his friends. Christ did, Pontius Pilate declared, Christ to die on the cross, crowned with piercing thorn, nailed to the cross to die. Risen God, you are everything that life is to me.
Thank you very, very, very much. There is no greater love than this. Let me ask you, where did you pick up singing from? Where did you pick it up?
It's always been in me.
Okay. That answers it.
Yeah.
You didn't pick it up anywhere. You have the passion for it.
Yes.
You wear it everywhere you go.
Yes.
And, you know, professionally, you are now a singer.
Yeah.
In your career as a singer, we're not in a classroom now. We are on stage of performance. How well have you gone?
Well, that's a fantastic question. You see, my expectation has always been to impact life, touch life. So each time I get feedbacks from my audience, okay, how the songs that I put out there impacts them in the positive sense, I feel accomplished. Because that is the main purpose of getting into gospel music ministration. You know, it's musical evangelism. It's not different from just speaking the word. The power of music now comes to play. So those things you already have in the scriptures, you're just fleshing them up with melody, you know, because truth be told, most people that need to hear about Christ, that need to hear about the gospel, are not in the church. They are not in churches.
That's true.
So you need to, first of all, win their confidence through melody. They keep dancing to your songs. And over time, the message then begins to sink in. Somebody begins to see that, yes, whatever I'm going through, okay, someone at some time, at some age, has gone through these things. How did he or she overcome those challenges?
Love, as we have heard the pastors, earlier said, revolves around this Easter.
Yeah.
Where and how did Christ inspire you to, to get in the light that you really require?
Okay, so everything about life revolves around Christ. And I tell you the simple truth. If we humans can just adopt that simple law of love your neighbor as yourself, which means do to others what you will love others do to you, or every other law will not be necessary.
Every other
It will
law
be so irrelevant.
will not be necessary.
Because if I will do to you only those things from you, I won't lie to you. So there will be no need for all these complications of this law, that law. It's because we don't have love. And Christ demonstrated, okay, the need for love in so many ways. Look at the parable of the Good Samaritan. The injured man was just by the road. Much about religious matters, could not help. And because that law, some
On a Sabbath.
on a Sabbath day, the Pharisee, the same thing. The people, the kind of people trying to say in essence is the law should not stop you from whatever law that you think is holding you down. So that's love on display. Again, in this Easter, there is something that is very instructive, which we always overlook. The role that Judas played is not even what I'm looking at. I'm looking at why Judas had to play that role. The significance is that Christ did not leave. Otherwise, it would have been easily identified.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been need to pay somebody.
That's all.
So in your office, where you work, how do you carry yourself? That position, are you creating something different from every other person? So that whoever steps in there sees that you are the boss.
They are the boss.
In the church, as a pastor, are you leading the same life as your followers? Congregation, I will see that, yes, this is the
That's
leader.
the pastor.
So Christ did not do anything to create any distinction between himself and the
others.
disciples, which means that humility was in play.
They were one.
One.
So, sir, for how long have you been singing? How long?
Professionally, since 2019.
Sing acceptability now.
Yeah.
Talking about acceptability because you said, yes, you are happy doing it, you're doing that, but, having to now just see from afar and say, how are these people really taking in my music? How have I been able to impact, humanity through music?
Yes, I'm highly accomplished in terms of acceptability because for me, validation comes from God. For as long as you put out content that do not conflict with the scriptures, you are just saying what is in the scriptures, but you are adding melody, okay, to allow for repetition. hope does not mean what you are hoping for will come tomorrow. It takes you away from the Yoruba part of
Yoruba
Chioma. Okay, I was just it goes like Lord, don't forgive me, ma baby me, and they blessed me. I was saying, yeah, it's just
you are
Lord,
singing it now, so let's hear you sing. Yeah,
Lord, don't forget me,
Don't forget me.
and remember me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
and we are singing.
yeah.
Okay, let him give us. Don't mind her. You will give us.
Prepared for
for
her.
her. Come on, so fire on. He will even help out with pidgin,
yes.
but then you can fire on. Don't worry, we are waiting.
Chioma mo, Chioma, 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 Chioma mo, Chioma, 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 Chioma mo. Then it goes, ma babe mi, ma she babe mi, kufu mi. But you're not giving me good backup.
She's only, it's only through harm, which really did not speak anything. You can say she's go ahead.
Buku for me, buku for me.
If you're passionate about it, you will learn
Let's hear the pidgin one now.
the pidgin. You have any track in pidgin?
Pidgin.
Tracking pigeon. I'm going to work on that.
Please do. But don't worry, before we leave, we in Igbo language, you with the one. Do you have any track in your dialect?
I'm sure.
Yeah, no, of course I speak languages.
Yes. So we will round off with that. But before we get to that stage, I want to ask you, what have you did you have any challenge? And how have you been able to really compare with the contemporary gospel artists?
Challenges of endeavor, but it depends on how tuned you Lord, you said, if I ask, I'll be given. You promised me, when I seek, I'll find. Lord, I knock, let the doors be open. Yahweh, come and answer me today. No matter what I face, no matter what I see, the troubles of life, the burden of sins, the struggle for survival. Yahweh, you will answer me today. 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 Oh, if I ask, I'll be given. Promise me. Lord, you promise me I'll find. Lord, I know. Let the doors be open. Answer me today. For you are Yahweh. Yahweh, you will answer me today.
I was just a child when I was drawn to what for the cause of Christ. I have spent my days